What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Curtain to Curtain. My name is Phoenix Clouden.
I am Lazuli.
We are your adjacent theater kids, and we are back. We took a long 3 weeks off.
It
The
was the holidays. How can we
holidays.
not? It's the
Yeah.
holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year to
5 days
everybody.
into the year, and I'm already over it.
Yeah.
Terrible start to the year.
It's been rocky.
Yeah.
We got hit with a pretty nasty snowstorm here.
Yeah. Good luck to everybody else down south because they getting hit with one too.
Yeah. It's
Good
been
luck.
messing with my sinuses, so I may sound a
Yeah.
little itchy and scratchy today, but
Yeah. Coming off from a sickness too. We're struggling, but we're here. We're here.
we're here, we made it, and we are talking two very interesting musicals that
Very interesting and different.
I feel maybe slightly different about than the other. I'm
Oh,
curious how you feel. So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna dive in. We are talking. We are in the J's. We are moving, man. We are moving.
Moving.
Like it's like halfway through the alphabet right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're in the J's.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking Jagged Little Pill and Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these two, I was like, couldn't
It's a
get more different.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
very different, but also
In-
how different are they really?
you know,
You
like,
know?
a little bit. But so Jagged Little Pill, we'll start with that. This is a jukebox musical based off of the album by Alanis Morissette in what was it, 92, 90, 95?
Something like that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
95. Has a couple of additional songs. And the book was written by one of my favorite writers in Diablo Cody, who also wrote Juno. Fantastic writer. This is her first time writing for a musical. And according to how this thing went, I'd say she did a pretty good job.
Yeah, holy shit. What the fuck? I was reading the Wikipedia article and I was like, wait a minute, this won more nominations than Hadestown?
Yeah.
This thing competed with Hadestown
This thing
damn near functionally won because it got a Grammy?
Yeah.
It
did all right.
Yeah.
So Jagged Little Pill. So I never listened to the album before. I knew Alanis Morissette.
I did not. I knew she was an artist.
Yeah.
And that's it. I haven't heard any of her music.
Well, see,
and I was like,
yeah.
Let me listen to this and see if I recognize anything. Nope.
She had a song in one of my favorite movies, and that's sort of how I knew her. But I never listened to the full Jagged Little Pill album. And when we put this on the list, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, they made a musical based off of, I thought they just did it off the title of the album.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was like, oh no, sort of like Illinois, where it's like, hey, we took Sufjan Stevens' album and turned that into a musical. This is the same thing with Alanis Morissette. And I was like, that's so interesting to me because I'm like, sometimes an artist has songs for an album, but they're not a complete story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I wonder how they're going to fit a story around these songs. And they do some creative stuff. Like they do some creative stuff that I'm not gonna lie. But having not listened to the album, I like the creativity, but I think that the strength of this musical is actually its story more than
Oh yeah, the music is good. I can't sit here and say it's not good because it is, but the story really sets it apart. I can see why it got so much recognition despite the fact that because of COVID they had such a short time on Broadway and everything. Oh damn! Oh
yeah!
Oh, that's how I felt while reading this and then listening. I was like, oh
yeah,
shit.
Which is why I say they do some very creative stuff with the songs. Because I'm like, I've listened to oh god, what is it? Not Hand in My Pocket. It's I've listened to Ironic so many times, right?
Mhm.
And like the way that they, use that and incorporate that into the story, I was like,
Yeah.
that was unique. That was very unique.
Mhm.
Um, I love what they do with is it Head Over Feet?
Yeah. Head over feet.
Yeah, I think it's Head Over Feet. But
Mhm.
yeah, I love what they do with that.
Mhm. And then
Uh,
the new songs also just
yeah,
really tie it together. I love both of the new songs, but especially Predator.
really good,
Whew.
really good.
Chills.
I
Woo.
like Predator, but I really like Smiling.
That's fair.
Like,
Like it
like,
just anyways, the plot.
yes,
Um the plot is musical. It's based around this like white family in Connecticut that has like an adopted black daughter. And it's basically family drama, like
hmm
family and high school drama. Like, we got like mom's a addict, uh the black daughter like is fucking around and shit. The son, even though he just got into Harvard, is like
he's
got
one of
some
the
got some questionable friends.
yeah, he's one of those smart dumb people. One
Yeah.
of those smart dumb people.
Yeah. And
Mm,
like it all ties together really well and everything, and like shows a really interesting family dynamic.
yeah,
I feel
and
just because like Steven doesn't really do much of anything until
yeah,
the end.
it's kind of,
He's
kind
kind
of
of just
like,
there.
yeah, he's sort of just there until like he's needed. Like
Yeah.
that's sort of how he's used. But like, what's interesting is I don't know if you ever saw or listened to this musical. It's very similar to Next to Normal.
Nope.
Okay,
It's on the list. We'll get to there. We'll get
yeah,
there. It's on
yeah,
the
it's
list. I know it's on the list. But
very
nope.
similar to that, where it's sort of this contained family drama, and every person in the family sort of has an issue, or you could almost argue it's
Or
similar to
like Fun
Fun
Home,
Home. Yeah, you could
Yeah,
almost argue
yeah.
similar to that, where saying like we're taking on this journey with each character in the family and see
Mhm.
exactly what the issue is, which I thought was fantastic, and just the fact that it's done to this music, I think is just
Mhm.
really really impressive stuff. And again, like so many of these songs, like I sort of learned through osmosis, and a movie here maybe caught a video here or something like that, and so like to hear these songs in this way, it was very I found myself laughing a lot, even though the story is like not
It's not
exactly the
funny.
funniest, like
It's not funny at all.
right, not the funniest, but I thought like the way that they use the songs for someone who
Mhm.
knows some of them, like it was very it tickled.
Yeah, yeah. I figured that like this would be a really good musical for like people who are hesitant towards musicals but really like alternative music, and especially
Mm,
like it's not just Alanis Morissette, but like alternative music in general,
mhm.
because it combines those two aspects really well. So like if you're hesitant but you really like alt music, here you go.
Yeah,
Here you go.
another musical that this reminded me of, Hedwig's Angry Inch, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Mhm.
it was sort of
Mhm.
like in that vein where it's like the story and the songs are kind of separate, right?
Mhm.
But they still tell a story, but it's just
Yeah.
like it's like the emotional stories that you get from the songs is
Mhm.
is a very different emotional story that you get from the story itself. But
Yeah.
but you connect to both. So like
Yes.
that was
Yes.
sort of where I was like, oh, I can see the connection there.
Mhm.
Mm,
But yeah, no, it was a fun time listening to this, like, and reading, because I was like, oh shit, like it
it
gets
gets
into
dark.
it gets really dark, and like I said, they mention addict stuff. There's a whole plot line with Nick regarding rape. He himself doesn't rape, but like his friend rapes another friend of theirs and
Yeah,
everything, and it turns into a whole big deal.
yeah,
Um and all that fun jazz. And then it ties back to the mom because the mom was also raped in college and everything, but is like, nah, it's God's plan.
yeah. She's
It's God's
she's
plan. The Catholic guilt.
yeah she's
Catholic
guilt.
guilt.
guilt ridden and sort of pushing it off on other people.
Mhm.
Yeah, like as I was reading through it, I was like, "Whoo, like
Yeah.
this is some heavy stuff." But at the
And it
same time, I'm
starts
like,
off, like, pretty heavy too, because it starts off immediately with mom being an addict.
yeah, like yeah, and like, but what's interesting to me is I was like, I could just imagine seeing this live and
Mhm.
being sort of conflicted, like, because I'm like, on one hand, I'm laughing because of how well you use these songs, and on the other hand, I'm like compelled because the story is like Jesus Christ, like
Yeah.
it's just it's
Yeah.
layering on top of everything, and
Mhm,
you're
and
just
on
like,
top of that, like, there's and this I was reading the Wikipedia article, and I noticed there was a controversy, and I was like, "Oh, what's this
ooh,
controversy?" Um, Frankie, the black daughter, her bestie Joe was, is non-binary.
mm-hmm,
During the, readings and everything, they were established as non-binary, but then once they got to Broadway, they were no longer non-binary,
mm,
despite the actress who was like involved in the reading being like, "No, this character is non-binary," and then I guess the creators gaslighting the audience and being like, "No, Joe was never non-binary. They've always been, a cis woman, blah 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 blah." And people were like, "What? No, we have proof. We have the receipts. No." And then they were like, "Sorry, sorry, you're
and
right. Sorry,
you're like, sorry,
sorry,
yeah,
sorry, you're right, you're right." She is. They are played by usually a cis actor, which is kind of disappointing. But I get it. I guess technically,
let's
because
see,
like
it's so interesting to
finding
me.
trans and non-binary actors that high of a level on Broadway is kind of
It's
it's
difficult,
difficult.
and
They
like,
are there. It's
yeah,
just difficult to find them if they aren't busy doing something
right,
else.
right, because there's so few roles that
Yeah,
they're probably wrapped up in that, you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And like I get it, like you want to have a show that, is expansive and has those
Mhm.
dimensions to it, and and to be inclusive and everything, but
Mhm.
like
Especially
sometimes
because like
sometimes you can't get those people,
yeah.
sometimes they're not as good, and you have to
Yeah.
make a change, and it sucks, but yeah,
Exactly. Yeah,
like
but I
that's
like
how
that.
they should have responded, but
Yeah, was
instead
like,
of
yeah,
it,
we couldn't find an actor that
right.
could do this role that was non-binary slash trans. Sorry, like we couldn't find one in
You know what I'm saying?
time.
Like if we
But
find someone later, then we'll
yeah,
do it. But
well,
like,
yeah, but like for now, but I will say it adds another layer to Frankie's whole dynamic with her and Joe. Will they, won't they? And then
right?
Phoenix.
Yeah, that was fun reading. That
That
was
was
fun reading.
very fun.
I was like,
Coming in,
seriously,
being
and
like,
it was a guy too. I was like, son of a like, and
coming in and being like, "Hey,
he was a dog too. I
Frankie."
was like, who talking about me like this? Like,
Yeah, and like Frankie being like, "I didn't even know we were like that. I'm sorry, Joe." Which can I say is such a lesbian fucking thing. Such a lesbian thing to like be like, "Oh, I didn't even know we were like that." Because you never know. Because
right.
you never. Lesbians are so silly. As a lesbian, I need to establish that I am a lesbian. I promise. So often it is this thing of, oh, well, I don't know if we're dating as you're living together, cooking for each other, doing dates and giving each other gifts and all this fun jazz, and functionally being in a romantic relationship. Oh, but I don't know if we're together or not. Like
Like we never did.
we
We
haven't
ever say
established
that?
anything.
Like
We
I
haven't
don't
said
know.
anything. It just kind of happened. You
Wow.
U-Haul and you're like it's such a lesbian thing, which I find so funny.
So sad.
So sad
That's,
for Frankie, but yeah,
that's hilarious.
thing. It's a thing. It happens way
Oh
too often
man.
because lesbians are just too scared. They're like, oh, but like I don't, because the thing is that they don't want to be like all like I don't want to say like a man, but like how like men will be like immediately like, are we a thing, and like immediately put pressure on whatever relationship it is
Right,
to like
right.
label it or whatever.
Yeah. Not lesbian.
Lesbians don't want to do that most of the time. Like, they do, obviously. I'm not saying all, but like most, in my experience, like that's not a thing. Like
That's funny.
labeling no. We're just hanging out. We're just
We're
friends.
just hanging out.
We're just hanging out.
Doing all this sex stuff. We're just
Yeah,
hanging out.
yeah. Obviously, there are certain points where it's like, okay, clearly we're dating, but like,
Right.
but like, yeah,
That's
it's a
funny.
thing. It's a thing. For some insight. For some insight.
That is funny.
But yeah, I will
It's-
say Phoenix is kind of a dick for just
he
being like,
right, like, and
for leaving her in the middle of New York
I was
City
like
alone.
so mad. I was like, dude, why does he have to be like
Yeah,
this?
basically, Frankie and Phoenix get caught fucking by Joe.
Yeah,
Parents come home early, so Joe tells them that they're fucking, and Phoenix leaves. Frankie gets pissy with the parents because the parents aren't like accepting of the fact that she's bisexual. Blah 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 blah. Even though the parents don't really, from my understanding, they don't care that she's bisexual. They're just like, you're too young to be doing
yeah,
these things.
yeah.
Please be safe.
Right.
Like
It's,
that's what
it's more
I'm in.
so like the parental concern, like, hey, cuz like, what are you, 17?
Yeah, like
Chillax,
whoa.
cuz
Yeah.
like,
But she gets pissy and leaves and goes on a train to New York and everything. But then like gets lost, has no money and no way to like get home. So she calls Phoenix and Phoenix is like, I'm busy. I have to do things. Da 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 da. Men. 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 So then she calls Joe, and Joe then takes her home, but then Joe gets pissy because obviously Joe's like, yo, what the fuck? Why
right,
did you
right,
I thought we were a thing, and
right.
Frankie
Till you die, but you're still alive, and I'm here to remind you of the messages when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to say, oh no.
he's like, I didn't know we were exclusive. My bad. Like,
Yeah, that's where I think it's you ought to know. Like, yeah,
yeah.
that's where I was like, oh, I love how they did this. Like, I love
You
how they
ought to
did.
know. Yeah, you ought to know is a
It.
very good song. I
I
think
was like,
the way that it was used,
yeah, I was like, that's
top tier.
funny. That's brilliant.
Hmm.
Again, like I'd have been like immersed, like, oh my god, oh, it's such drama, and then they'd bust
Yeah.
through, you ought to know, and I'd be like, ha, that's hilarious. Like,
But yeah, no. It resolves. Mom overdoses, and then because of the overdose, they all have a kumbaya moment and resolve themselves and everything. And
yeah, that was interesting to me because I'm like, I was very curious after reading this. I was like, how does this end? Because it's like
yeah,
it's so messy.
it's so
It's so
messy.
messy. And
And
I'm
then it
just
just
like,
goes to like the next year,
yeah,
and
like
MJ's
that's
writing
literally all
another
you can
Christmas
do.
letter, and Frankie's like, I dare you to drop all of this stuff and then never speak to these people again.
It's like I was like, it feels like the only thing you can do is be like, so 2 years later, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, right
Like,
then in that moment, bro, like
yeah.
I'm like, your mom's a mess, your family might be getting broken up, you know what I'm saying? You're in the middle of this legal battle.
Hmm.
Everybody just entangled. It was all bad. I
Yeah.
was
It
like
was all bad.
I was like, because it was one of those things where I was like, you have this story where you have all of these things that are just sort of tied up into each other, and
Hmm.
it's like
They
there's
kind
no
of,
there's no like
yeah, like they kind of
easiness
wrote
almost.
themselves, yeah, into a
Yeah,
corner almost. And like, I mean, it works in this case because like it's a musical and
you're right.
everything, and so like there is that time limit thing where like you do just kind of have to move on, and as you've always said with the musical, the audience has to leave happy,
Yeah,
so they have to resolve it and everything. If this was like an actual like book, terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, that's
Don't
not
do
how you
that.
put in that story.
Don't do that. Like,
Right.
if this was a movie, if this was any other piece of
Yeah.
media, don't do that.
Yeah.
As a person who loves books, and like, don't do
yeah.
that, because that's how you piss off an audience.
There's
To,
nothing
like,
worse than
get
reading
to a
through
climax and then
500
not
pages
resolve
and,
it.
like the climax, the resolution is time passed. Like
Yeah.
what? Like,
Yeah, like there's this book I read. This is so unrelated. Never mind. Unrelated. But the point is, the book ended terribly because they were just
Right.
like, oh, because of all this stuff and because of the things that consequences of our actions, we're just gonna lock ourselves in a room for like the time period that needs to pass, and we'll see what happens. It makes sense in the book, but it's a terrible ending. Terrible.
Right.
Terrible ending.
So yeah, that's the only thing. I dug this though, like story wise.
Oh yeah.
That's probably like my only real complaint is just like may have tied yourself into a knot and couldn't get out of it.
Yeah.
But with that being said, what is your top 5 from this one?
My top 5. Can I just say once again, I'm so glad that we have both of these musicals technically have overtures.
Yes.
Obviously, Jekyll and Hyde's gonna have one. That's our next one, Jekyll and Hyde, because it's from 2005. Obviously gonna have one, but this is from 2019 and it's got one. Let me get overture. But anyways, like I said earlier, Predator, solid song. Solid song. You Ought to Know, also great song. It's a great song. Honestly, I might listen to this album, like the actual album. Like, I'm genuinely interested. I've never listened to Alanis Morissette before.
Right.
I might actually listen to her. But anyways, Head Over Feet is fun. I think it's so cute. so cute. Forgiven is a solid closer. Solid Act 1 closer.
Yeah.
Ooh. What was that? That was 4? Yeah, that was 4. I gotta pick another one. That's in the sense that, I have to pick another one and I like all of these. These are bad. Probably Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel it. Me too.
Yeah. Big fan of those. So for me, I'm gonna ride that with Perfect. Yeah, absolutely love that. I gotta go with Ironic.
Yeah,
I just
fair.
love what they do with that. Smiling, like I said, is one of my favorites. Great new song added to the show. You Ought to Know.
Of course.
Yeah, that one absolutely has to go. And You Learn. I think You Learn is such a perfect.
It's a good
closer, like especially because it's like I know that song. You know what I'm saying? I would never think of it in that context, but like perfect context as like the end of this like the end of this story about this family. And the message is, hey, you live and you learn. Like, I'm like,
live, you learn, you move on.
I love it. So yeah, those are the top 5 for me. So final grade, what are you giving Jagged Little Pill?
I'm gonna give it an A-.
Solid. I'm also gonna ride that A- as well.
All right, nice. Yeah, it's a fun musical. You should listen to it, especially if you like Alanis Morissette. Or alternative music in general. It's a great musical. It deserves the Grammy and other awards that it got.
Yeah.
And everything. I forget what Tonys did it get. It got Best Book and Best Featured Actress for Lauren Patton.
I figured it would get that. Yeah. I figured it would get that Best Book. Because like I said,
obviously it got a Grammy for Best Musical Theater Album, obviously.
Yeah. 15 nominations. That 15. Is insane.
Jesus. God damn.
That's craziness.
They were in everything.
Yeah. But good show. Good show. All right. And now we move on to the dark side. So we talk a little Jekyll and Hyde.
So, I know we just mentioned how I read books. I have not read Jekyll and Hyde. I'm not very good at reading classic books. The
I feel you
classics
on that.
and
Yeah.
everything. Like, I've read a good chunk of classics and everything, but Jekyll and Hyde has not been one of them.
Well, the interesting thing is, like, it's one of those stories, like, that's been so adapted in many different ways, you know, throughout time. So, like, I've seen a version of Jekyll and Hyde, even if
like
it wasn't.
I've seen Hulk.
Right.
So, like,
so basically, like,
one of the most popular versions of an adaptation of this book. So, like, yeah. But if you don't know, Jekyll and Hyde is based off of the book, or the novella, sorry, it's not even a book, it's a novella, called The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll is his doctor. His dad's sick with this darkness, and he wants to help his dad. No one else, nobody else will allow him to, like, this space based in London, but the council people won't basically allow him to do his experiments that he needs to, and he gets really upset about that. So then he tests his experiments on himself, and that's where we get Edward Hyde from, his alternative personality, which can be interpreted in many ways in regards to how Edward Hyde is a literature device for human desire and the id and so on and so on and so forth. There's so much analysis I could go into it. But basically, he realizes that this Hyde is, like, a piece of shit and is, like, ruining literally everything. He's, like, murdering not only the council people who said no, but is, like, going around, like, raping people and just being a dick. Yeah. And just being a piece of shit. Right. So he's like, I gotta control this guy. So he stabs himself with a different thing and he hopes that it works, but then it doesn't. At his wedding, which sucks. At his wedding,
definitely
he's, like,
sucks for his
about
wedding.
to get married, and Hyde comes out and everything, and it's, like, about to murder people, and dude's, like, talks to, like, his bestie, Utterson, and is like, dude, fucking kill me. Just, there's the only way it's gonna get rid of him is to just fucking kill me. And dude's like, I can't do it. I can't. And Jekyll's like, fine, I'll do it myself. And then himself. There's more to it, but that's the basic plot line, obviously. Right. There's, like, more characters, like his wife, or, well, would-be wife. Right. Emma, and how she's worried about, all the people who care about him are so worried about him, because they're like, yo, dude, we want you to do this work, but, like, relax.
Yeah.
Like chill, dude. Like, you are locking yourself into your lab for, like, weeks on end. We get it. This work is important, but, like, touch some grass sometime. Yeah, bro, like,
touch some grass,
touch some grass, please.
Like, it's so funny because, like, this is the thing about classic novels. The reason that they're classic is because you can constantly readapt them, right? And you can find examples of them in everything, but even in real life, like what you just said about someone being in their room and, like, you know, trapped in what they're doing and not touching grass and stuff like that. Like, homie, those are the people on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Just constantly on the internet. Just all bothering people.
All the people that, like, are so cool and, like, neat and stuff in person, but then are fucking weirdos
online. Like,
there
bro.
You go.
It's like, dude.
That's just why I say there's so many ways to interpret Hyde.
Yeah.
Because, like, literally, it could turn into, like, an hours-long discussion about what Hyde represents in the novella, in this musical, in, like, Hulk, like, etc., 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 etc. Like, and that's why it's so good. That's why it's so good.
Speaking
because
of so
it can
good,
represent a lot of things.
Speaking of so good, like, I didn't just listen to this. I like, there we had a slime tutorial on our page.
There was a Broadway recording with David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
All that you are is the end of a nightmare. All that you are is a dying scream. After tonight, I shall end this demon's dream.
That threw me. That was crazy.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I meant to, and I just, because of the busy of the holidays and stuff, I never got to. But, like, yeah, I talked to my roommate. I talked to Bug, who this is one of the few musicals that they've listened to that's on this list, and they're like, yeah, this shit's good. Like, you're gonna like it. And I was like, and yeah.
Dude, this thing was crazy.
This thing eats
good.
down.
Yeah. This thing was crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then when I saw like the performance, like the live performance of it, I wish I knew the people who were in this cast. I have no idea what their names are, but
I think if the thing that you're referring to is what I think it is, I think it is the Broadway cast.
It might have been.
I think it's a version of the Broadway cast.
Yeah, it might have been. I have no idea because let me see. Oh, yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember whose name.
No, it's Rob Evan is the title role.
Yeah.
So there's a Broadway production that was filmed live with David Hasselhoff, Colleen Sexton as Lucy, Andrea Rivet as Emma. This is the only official recording of it, but there was also another performance that was recorded as a rehearsal for the DVD version with Rob Evan in the title role. That one's the one that's on YouTube.
That one is the one I watched, and that was fantastic. Like, and
that was only a rehearsal.
Yeah, that was insane because, like, I was watching it and I was like, you know, we've gone through a lot of musicals so far, and I'm like, you know, some, you know, definitely some that are led by strong female singers. I'm like, okay, can't quite hit those notes, you know what I'm saying, right? But like, even in this one, I was like, God, like you gotta be real good, like, because I'm like most normal musicals, like song numbers in musicals, have like a build to a rise, right? This one had a build to a rise, and then came down, rose again, and then came back down and rose again in the same song. Like,
it goes. This musical goes crazy.
Yeah, so I was like
the composition. I was like,
oh my!
Like, I didn't talk much about the composition of Jagged Little Pill because there's not much compositionally to talk about. But like in this one, yes, and like it does a lot of really nice, interesting things. Like I even noticed, like, I don't want to say a Hamilton reference, but like this is one of the few like older musicals that like has like there's I think it's Murder.
Murder.
Yeah, I think it's Murder, where they have a bunch of overlapping
sound,
like music and everything. And I was like, yeah, y'all going crazy.
Right.
I see y'all.
It's something that like I mean, I'm sure there are older musicals that do it as well, but like so far, at least like in us doing this, very few
older musicals do it.
Yeah, use it as a technique, which I'm like,
which I guess is like probably a thing regarding technology and everything.
Yeah, and also just like diction, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't remember their lines while they're listening to someone else's.
Exactly.
I know that's an issue, but like, yeah, there's another song in here where they do it.
Yeah, Murder was the first one, but I couldn't remember what the other one was.
Yeah, it was Is Working Nothing More.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes, thank you. And I couldn't find it in the list, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like that was the first time I'd heard it, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, listening to it, I was like, "Wait, what are they doing?" I was like, "Why are y'all singing on top of each other?"
I was like looking at Spotify, and I was like, had the lyrics open on Spotify, and I was like, "Wait, why isn't it synced? This song is so long. Why isn't it synced?" And then I got to that part, and I was like, "That's why it's not synced." Got it. Got it.
Yeah, I was like, it took me a couple of listens because I was like, that was just jarring, but like, it actually goes really well.
It goes really well, and it works so well. And the actors, like, did they sang with it,
bro? Like normally I feel very confident where I'm like, oh, I could sing this, you know what I'm saying? At least a song from it, man. Like, listen, you gotta have pipes for days to sing this musical because
they are belting. Like
they are full
all of the time.
Belting.
The entire time they are belting. Oh
I know there ever
goodness.
like
Holy shit.
yeah, like any like solo songs is like almost a full belt, and it's like, dude, like I could not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
killing me because I was like, I was listening to it, I was like, what was it? Not First Transformation. It was
Alive?
this is the moment.
Ah, yeah.
And I'm like, I love this song. I'm like, oh
Mhm.
man, this is great. And then like it reaches that crescendo, and that thing goes on. And I was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
bruh, like
Mhm.
it's like if you're trying to show out, like okay,
Yeah.
like message received, like
Mhm.
Jesus.
I'm also happy to finally know there was this meme that went around on TikTok for a bit. I forget what it was, but I remember the audio of it, and I remember being like, "What the fuck is this audio? What the why is this man singing so dramatically?" And now I know it's alive. it's Hyde singing it alive, being
yeah,
dramatic about Satan shit
yeah.
and
Like,
everything.
and it's so
Like,
funny because like I saw the way like I saw a clip of David Hasselhoff, singing
yeah.
singing as both Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Mhm.
And like it was so weird because it's like he turns his face and it's Dr. Jekyll. And he's like, oh, like that's how he sings.
Mhm.
And then he goes, oh, like as Hyde. And I was like, you have to
Yeah.
do that in a single
Yeah.
song and
Yeah.
constantly switching your voice.
Mhm.
Like, dude, I was like, again, this is why I was shocked David Hasselhoff did this. I was like, when David Hasselhoff got pipes, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I was like,
I was like,
whoa.
no, because that was insane to me, bro. Like, just
Yeah.
the amount of technical
Mhm.
skill you
Yeah.
have to be able to switch.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
This is
insane.
a technically difficult musical.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ. And like the composition of it's really good, the usage of the instruments, like especially in First Transformation, where it's
Yeah.
all nice and smooth and chill, and then once Hyde comes in and it gets all discordant.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ooh! It got me all excited. I was like,
Yeah.
yes!
Like since we last spoke, I think I've listened to this about 3 times. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm,
I am a
I'm a big
fan. I am
fan.
a fan of this musical.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish that there was more. I wish we had more. We could see more of this. Like we need. I know there was a Broadway revival. We need another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
Because
Another one.
this has
We
been
need a
apparently
tour.
this
We
is
need something.
yeah, apparently this is over 25 years old. Like
Yeah, it came out in
I had no
2005.
idea. I had no idea. I was like, to
Or
me,
not
I was like,
2005. It was like a 98.
yeah, it was like, yeah, early.
Yeah,
And like,
early.
what's crazy to me is like, genuinely, I genuinely thought this was new. Like I would have guessed like 20, I don't know, 2015 at least. Like, because I was just like, I never heard of it. I didn't know
Yeah.
that they made this into a musical.
Mhm.
And like, for it to be as good as it is, as strong as it is,
Mhm.
like, you would almost think that it was recent because some of the techniques are so
Yeah.
forward. Like,
Modern.
you're like,
Yeah.
very modern. So you're like, I thought for sure this thing was at the most 10 years old.
Mhm.
But yeah, to find out like it's like damn near 30. It's like what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's insane, and like I mean, obviously like the story itself is really good. Obviously, this
right?
like the novella is from like what, the 1890s. It's old. It's old.
Yeah.
It's an old ass story and everything. And to see that the writers like chose to, obviously I don't know for certain because I haven't read it, but it seems like have faithfully adapted it to be a musical and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it like it probably eats the same way it probably eats as a novella and everything. It just good shit. This is good shit.
Yeah.
Go listen to it. Go watch the slime tutorial on YouTube. Like, just Yes, please.
Definitely,
Do it.
definitely check
Do it.
that out because
Do
that
it.
was, I mean,
I want to read the novella now.
yeah. And
I had
again,
no
like,
interest, and now I do.
yeah, like again, like what we said, like the story of Jekyll and Hyde is like you could find it in pretty much any sort of literature or any sort of story. Like there's a musical out there that has the same concept. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously the names are changed, and you know what I'm saying, and maybe the story's a little different, but like it's almost practically the same. That we are, you know, one entity in certain respects and then another entity in another, and you know, like exploring those stories are always so very fascinating because like you said, like you could interpret Hyde in many different ways. Like is he a physical manifestation of our evil side? Is he just, you know, the guy we hide in the dark? You know what I'm saying? Like he could be all of those things and more. So I dug like diving into this and
Yeah,
really
like
seeing
even we both hate this musical so deeply much. But Be More Chill
oh god.
does this
Yeah,
with the
unfortunately.
stupid fucking pills. It
Yeah,
does it.
it does the worst version of this,
The
but
worst
yes.
version of it. Yes. The standpoint still stands. Don't
Yeah,
waste your time on Be More Chill.
please
But
don't.
like it does this. And like there's the Hulk. I can't think of any other off the top of my head, but like this, like the author of this is a trope. The Jekyll and Hyde is like because of how prevalent it is and everything. It's a trope at this point
Yeah.
and everything, and to see like it being adapted, um, in its original form and everything is fun, and they do like we said, they do a great job of it. Like no idea how accurate it is, obviously. I assume it is based off of how well it's done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good shit.
Very
It's
good.
good shit. Um it's fun. The music's great. The
Music's
actors
fantastic.
acted their asses off. Holy shit.
Man,
Man,
they acted
my throat hurt for
they
them.
acted like no one has ever acted before. Like it is insane.
Yeah.
Insane, bro.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ. They put
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm sure there's another show out there where we're like, yo, like they went above and beyond, but like so far this is the one where I'm like, dude.
Yeah,
Like
like
dude,
this one in Hades Town, it's like holy shit,
holy
man.
mackerel. Like
God
the
damn.
pipes, bro, it's insane. So
Damn.
that being said, what do you have in your top 5 from this show?
Oh god. Well, obviously murder. Duh. Um and his work in Nothing More. The transformation, the first transformation, of course, obviously. Um oh god, I have to pick 2 more. Disgusting. Disgusting. All of them. The answer is all of them. Um ah um it's a dangerous game.
Yes.
A dangerous game. Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Dangerous Game is an insane duet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I have to pick one more. This is terrible. They're all good. How can I continue on / this is the moment. Like
Oh yeah.
that yeah. That.
Speaking of a dangerous game, man, like the chick who plays Lucy, again, if anyone is thinking of auditioning for this show, understand that the role of Lucy might be the hardest role, second to Jekyll and Hyde, because like she literally has in like the same act like 4 like no like 3 massive numbers. Like just before Dangerous Game, she does In His Eyes, huge. Then 2 songs later, she does A New Life, huge. Like all of those are like in like a 20-minute span. So like you gotta be so freaking good because like those are heavy songs, huge belts that she's doing like for like 20 minutes straight. Like it's insane. It's so crazy insane. Like that's why I was listening to it going like what like so yeah for me oh my god there's so many good ones.
I know.
It's so many good ones. Oh crap. I'll take the first Facade. I do like that.
All right.
Facade was great.
Yeah.
Dang it. Dang it, bruh.
Yeah.
Alive. I'll go with Alive. Alive is awesome. In His Eyes. I gotta go with In His Eyes, bro. Like that duet is crazy insane. Confrontation. like him just when I said like him having to go back and forth between Jekyll and Hyde in the same song. Yeah, that's insanely difficult. And then top it off with This Is the Moment. Yeah, it's just like these are some big songs, man. Like big songs.
Yeah.
Like most musicals maybe have like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 of these like big belty songs. Like I'm thinking like Hamilton. Hamilton's got Burn and maybe what? I don't know. What's his name? George Washington song.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like and that's probably it. Like as far as like big belty songs, like that's probably it. 2. And that show has 40 some odd songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this one's got like 10. Like that's insane, bro. That's insane. So yeah, but those are my top 5. Incredible show.
Yeah, incredible show. I want to see it tour again. If they ever tour again, please tour again. Please, I'm begging you.
You need tickets.
Please.
Final grade. What are you giving?
I'm gonna give it an S.
Whoa.
I think it eats down like that.
I think you and I are of one mind today.
Yeah.
Because going S. I was not expecting that for Jekyll and Hyde. Like I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that thing slaps. An S.
Yeah. Yeah. Really that guy.
Definitely. Yeah, so S tier for both of us on Jekyll and Hyde, A- from both of us on Jagged Little Pill. Like I said, I did feel differently about one or the other, but you know what I'm saying, quite like even though it's quite a big difference, they're both still pretty good.
They are pretty
shows.
Good, yeah.
So check those out. And what do we have next? Are we still in the J's?
What do we have next? Yes, we are in the last of the J's. We only have 4 J's.
Okay.
So next up is Jesus Christ Superstar and Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Okay.
Yeah, truly an old ass musical and a slightly less old musical.
Oh man. So like yeah, these are 2 I've never listened.
I didn't even know Joseph was a musical until we were looking for more J's.
So
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, all right. Yeah, we're gonna dive into those.
Yes, we
Wish us
are.
luck on that. Oh man, that's gonna be a very interesting show.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. And we're gonna get up out of here.
Yeah, prepare.
Yeah, and definitely prepare for those two. My name is Phoenix Clouden.
I've been Lazuli.
We have been your adjacent theater kids. We will see you guys next time. We are out of here. Peace.
Bye.
And I'm here to remind you of the best you left with you anyway. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear. You gave me, all to know.
All that you are is a face in the mirror. I close my eyes and you disappear. I'm what you face when you face in the mirror. Long as you live, I will still be here. All that you are is the end of a nightmare. All that you are is a dying scream. After tonight, I shall end this demon's dream. This is not a dream, my friend, and it will never end. This one is the nightmare that goes on.